The Prophet-Descendant was growing increasingly irritated as Shaz's debacle at Silas dragged on. The female chief hunter had failed to wipe out the remaining humans. She had sacrificed her entire sector, and hadn't even managed to capture the planet she lost her forces for. So, when Giznel summoned me to a physical location, I assumed it was to discuss the situation. What else could be too sensitive for comms? Before returning to my duties, I sifted through Joan's tooth drive. The human general had provided instructions on how to search for bugs, so I turned my shuttle upside down before retrieving my secret holopad. My defective side couldn't ignore Felra, who had been persistently checking in on me. We ended up chatting for hours. The Dossur talked about her favorite celebrities, her days training as a ship inspector, and how the war affected her, among other topics. Felra was unfazed by my non-answers. If anything, it seemed to encourage her curiosity. The prospect of discussing my life made me feel fraudulent and exposed. How could I ever explain anything genuine about myself? By the way, I'm the Arxur Chief Hunter responsible for the deaths of millions. Don't mind that. Felra then sent a request for a video chat, and I froze. Just as I begun to lower my guard, I was reminded that true friendship was impossible. I told her that I was on my way to meet my boss, which was technically true. Felra damn her pleaded that a few minutes would make her day. Why couldn't I refuse her request? I took a few seconds to switch off my video and activate a voice modulator filter. This would all end when she asked why I disabled my camera and altered my voice. There was no prey-like explanation for that. Siffy, oh, a young Dossur with ginger and white fur blinked onto my screen. Where's your video? You can't be that ugly, man. I showed my face. I drew a shuddering breath. Felra, I don't know how to say this. Robotic voice. Okay, not gonna lie, this is creepy. Are you actively hiding everything about yourself, or trying to be weird? It's better if the camera is off, and if you don't hear my real voice. I'm a predator. Felra was silent for a long moment, considering my confession. I could see the gears turning in her small eyes before her nose twitched with surprise. To my shock, the Dossur expressed relief, followed by a burst of laughter. She gave me an encouraging ear flick, which I hadn't expected. You're a human, she exclaimed. That explains everything. Why you're so closed off and peculiar. No offense. I wondered what you all were like. I recoiled in my pilot's seat, hissing in disbelief. That was not the interpretation I intended her to take, but it was a good cover. It might explain my social ineptitude. Though it wasn't fair to tarnish the Terran's reputation, humans were quite capable of engaging with others and mimicking emotions appropriately. Felra is definitely going to get the wrong impression of humans if